Hey guys, welcome back. Now imagine this with me. You want to reach out to someone through a cold email or a DM, but you have no clue about them. You only know their name. What if you could simply type a message in Slack saying, "Hey, find me more information about Bill Gates," and within minutes get a full personalized report in your inbox? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I built an automation using the Make's new AI agent feature. So if you're into outreach or building smarter systems, stick around because this one is going to be a game changer. Well, if you're new, hi, my name is Aditya. Let's check out the automation. Now, what you're seeing right in front of you is the automation. There are two parts to this. The first is the one that catches all the messages that has this new Make AI agent feature. Now, let me just explain how this automation works. First, we have Slack. This is going to catch all the messages for you. So if, as I mentioned, if you say, give me more information about Bill Gates, and the agent will reply say something like, okay, can you just provide me his LinkedIn URL? You have the URL, just copy paste it, and then this agent is going to call this sub scenario. That is this one right here. This is the lead research scenario. This automation is responsible for taking the LinkedIn URL, going through the whole LinkedIn URL, seeing if the person has made some post in the last 30 days or so, getting any information that it can, and then finally sending a report to you through email. That's right here. So let me just show you how it looks in an email. So if you see right here, it says report for Bill Gates, the introduction, there's an overview, the career, education, current role, awards, contact information, key statistics, social medias, recommendation, conclusion. So you can just go through this report and just you can write your own personalized DM or a personalized email or something like that. Okay, now let's get on building. So as always, we're starting with a new scenario, but this time I'm going to cheat a bit. Otherwise, this video is going to be way too long than it should be. So I'm just going to copy paste most of the things from right here, but I'm going to explain you everything. Okay, I'll copy all the prompts and everything, but I'll explain you. You can copy it down. So the first thing that we want is a Slack module. So let's type Slack. We want watch new events. To add a webhook, just click add, give it a name. For example, you can just say, let's call this lead research research assistant. The event type would be, you can select private channel also, but I won't select private channel because private channels don't work out for me. I guess it's some issue from my end, I don't know, but for now I'm just selecting new channel. Creating a connection also is very easy. Just click add, add a name, and then you just have to connect it with Slack. It's very easy. Then the channel that you can select is, I'm going to select this lead gen channel, but I'm not going to do that because I've already set up everything. So let me just pick out this. Now from here we're going to add a router. Now the router is because either we can send a voice message or we can just directly write and send it. So we want to do both. So for voice message, what we'll do is we'll go to Slack, we'll go down, find download a file, and you need a private URL. But in order to get that, first we need to run this specific module. So I'm going to click run once, or you know what? Let me just send the message, then I'll click run once. So you see, this is my lead gen channel that I've created inside of Slack. So I'll just say hi. You know what? Let's just do a voice. Hi, how are you? Now I'll just send this message. Now, if I go back to the scenario, I should be able to catch that response. Hi, how are you? So I just recorded the message. This is working. I guess I caught it here. Yep. Okay. So a problem that is coming up is that every single time I am recording this video, this audio and sending it, it is going to my previous one. So what I'll do is I'll just add a new channel. Just click on add channel, create a new channel. Next, we'll call this example lead research. Let's do it public. Create. So I've created a new channel. I'll go back here. Assistant. Let me just change everything. So guys, I have to create everything from scratch. There's no worries at all. So I've created everything again. Let's see if that works. Let's start with a simple hi. So I reloaded the whole thing at, and we finally got the data. So it says text message hi. Let's see, we have another data that we need to process. Again a text message. Now let's send a voice note. Hi, how are you? And if I send this, I got it right here. Okay. Now we'll connect this here. Now we have to download a file. Now inside of files, not blocks, sorry, inside of files, you see it says audio message, and we have a private URL download right here. We'll put that in, we'll click save. Then we will use Grok. We'll go to create a transcription using Whisper, which is OpenAI, and we'll say you are a helpful and intelligent assistant, and you are responsible for transcribing this message. I hit save. Then what we'll do is we'll store it into a variable. We'll call this text, and the result that will come, we'll store it right here. The reason we are doing that is because we want to access that text. So it's a voice, we converted that voice to a text, and now we want to access that text. But before that, we'll also add the text right here. So we'll do another set multiple variables. We'll call this same text, but here we want to add a text. So what we'll do is we'll hit save. We will disconnect this once more and we'll just run this again, and we'll just say hi so that I can get it right here. I got the message. You see the text, it says hi right here. We want to access that. If I go right here, put this message right here. Now we'll add a third variable. Now this will be a get variable. Now let me explain what have I done and why did I do this. You see what's happening here is if I say a voice message, we have to add filters here, but we'll do that later. You see, I've added a voice. If I say a voice note, send a voice note. As I said previously, hi, how are you? It will pick this specific route. Go here, we'll download the file, we'll transcribe the file. So from an audio, it gets converted into a text, and then it is stored inside of a variable. So it is stored in a box, and that box says text. Okay, to make it very simple to understand, there's a box, and that box says text, and I've stored that text inside of there, inside of the box. Now, if I want to access that box, so this box says text, this other box says text, and inside of that box, you can only find text. Okay, there is no voice message, there is nothing else, only text messages. So I can just say that, hey, get me the text box, get me the box that says text. So there's only one box. I can just pick that box and I can go. I hope you guys understand. I'm making this as simple as I can. Okay, for you guys to understand. So after we've done, we've and after we got the variable, what we're doing is we are going to go to make AI agents. Now, to be honest, the way that I do it, it might be a long way. There's a pretty simple way to do it as well, but that particular way doesn't work for me. I don't know why, but most simple things don't work out for me. Let me just give you what happens here. So you see, I've created an agent that's called lead generation agent. Okay, the name just says lead generation. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly what happens here. If I just click on configuration, so I'll give you the prompt. You don't have to worry about it. But let me just explain you what this means. You're a lead generation agent responsible for researching leads. The tools is a lead research. The tool is called lead research. Use this tool to research a lead by their LinkedIn URL. Here are some rules. Ask clarifying questions if you're unsure about anything. Ask clarifying questions to gather enough information to satisfy the query of each tool. You'll introduce yourself as Jennifer and ask the user who they want to know more about today. You'll always need a LinkedIn URL to research a lead. You can only research one person at a time. Make sure you always call the tool with the correct JSON formatting. Don't wrap the query in JSON. Now, I've also given it an example. You can read this out. You'll have the blueprint for this automation down in the description. You can just go ahead, copy that, paste it in. You can copy this prompt directly from there. Okay, you don't have to write it. So, how to get access to this lead generation agent? So, what you'll do first is open a new tab, and then you see right on the left hand side panel it says AI agents beta. So it is in the beta version. So first, you won't directly get to see this. First, they will put a big video, you have to watch that video, and after watching that video they will give you access to this. Then you click on create an agent. You can do connection. Okay, so the simplest way to do your connection is just click add, go to connections, pick a AI model, an LLM, short form for large language model, and then for example I'm using Grok, so I'll just pick Grok. You put a name, you give it the API key, then you give your agent a name like I gave mine, lead generation agent. Then you can just pick the model that you want. For example, since I'm using Grok, I have all this models, I have access to all of these models. And then after that you need to add a system prompt that I just gave you. Once you done that, okay, where did it go? I have so many tabs open, I'm confused. Okay, so once you've done that, you go to your scenario, back to your scenario, and you just write make, and you see make AI agents. You click on run an agent, and you just have to choose your agent. So I'm going to click lead generation agent. Now inside of this, the simplest way that I said that doesn't work for me is the systems tool. So you can just add your other scenarios to here as a system tool. So what is a system tool? A system tool is basically other scenarios, or as they like to call tools, that the AI agent has access to. Okay, so the AI agent will determine if it has to use this particular tool or not. Okay, so it's totally up to the AI agent. So you can do that, but it doesn't work for me, so I don't use that. I don't use the shortcut, I use the long because that works for me better. So after doing that, we have the thread ID. So I guess inside the thread ID, yeah, I put the timestamp. So we go here, we go down, we pick the timestamp. You can add any additional instructions that you want to, but in this case, I don't need any. And in the message, now this is the message that we're giving to the AI agent. For example, as I mentioned, give me more information about Bill Gates. So once I say this to the AI agent, only then it will respond. So I need to add a message, and that is this text right here. And then we can hit save. Once we've done that, we again will add a router. First will be a Slack, and it will be a create a message module. Let me just change the account, select from the list. It's a public channel, lead gen, and the text will be the response from this AI agent. We're gonna hit save. And now here is where we are going to call the next scenario. So you'll click on the second root of the router, and we'll just type scenario. You'll see scenario, call a sub scenario. Now in order to set this up, you need to first have your scenario. We'll stop this here, and then make sure to save it. Ignore warnings, save anyway. And then we are going to create a new scenario. Let's create a new scenario. And now in this, the first thing that we want to do is, you see this right here that says scenario inputs and outputs. You want to click on that, click on item structure, and just write, I think I've wrote JSON there, research. Okay, oops. Yeah, so I just wrote research. So just go here and write research. You know what? I'll just write something else here. Research YT. Okay. So, and then what we'll do is we'll go on set multiple variables. Go here. Let me just check. Go to keep editing. Discard changes. Research. Yeah. So we'll just go here and we'll call this research YT, and then we're going to add that input right here. Now, what have I done and why did I do it? This is the input that the scenario needs to have in order to start running. Now, what I mean is, unless and until you provide this input, this scenario won't run. So how this works is, when I say that I want more information about Bill Gates, the AI agent will say I need a LinkedIn URL. So it will go here, call this scenario, give it the LinkedIn URL, and then so once I get the input, only then this scenario will start. So unless and until I get the LinkedIn URL, I can't go anywhere. Okay, the scenario won't run. I won't get any output. So that is why we are doing that. Now we have Grok, and now let's just copy paste everything, and I'll explain you. So first we'll go to Grok, go to create a chat completion. Let's do instant. We have a user prompt. Then okay, then we gave it some examples. Let's do that. User prompt. Then again have a user prompt, and then the assistant prompt will be just this. So I go to assistant. I have this, and finally I am going to click on user again, and then just add this and hit it. So every single time I put the LinkedIn URL inside of Slack, it will take that URL, it will send it right here, but it won't just send the URL. It will say, let me just show you a prime example. Once I send a LinkedIn URL inside of Slack, this is what happens. You've provided a LinkedIn URL for William H. Gates. I'm assuming you'd like me to do research on this lead. I'll use the lead research tool, gather more information about him. It will convert that into a JSON. Please note the result will be sent to your email. This is what the AI agent sends me inside of Slack. Okay. Now, what I want Grok to do here is I wanted to take that input from the AI agent, and I wanted to just keep the LinkedIn URL as it is and remove all the text. So it did that exactly what I wanted, and I wanted to do it for every single time I ask it to find somebody. So I've done that. Then I'll click add. Then we're going to pass the I have so many of these open. Okay, so we're going to go to JSON. We click on pass JSON. We'll add the result from right here. Now here is where it gets a bit confusing, where we add the HTTP module. You go here, click on HTTP, click on make a request, paste this URL right here, and change the method. I guess it was post. Yeah, it was post. Change the method to post, and then click on header, write authorization, and just paste in your API key. Okay. Whoops, not that. Just paste in your API key. Okay. Let me just check if I have anything else. Yeah, we have this. Now, so I'll just copy that in as well. Go to body type raw. Content type will be application JSON. The request content is this. And let me just remove this with the parse JSON is number 3. So I'll just do 3. Not, I don't think it will say research YT. I mean, I have to run that to check. You know what? Let's just run this. So what I'll do for now is copy this input. So if you see, when I click run once, it will ask me for an input. Now I'm going to paste that in and I'll run it. Now you see, this is the LinkedIn URL. Perfect. It has passed that and it says LinkedIn URL. So all I need to do here is just go down, click this, and now enter. What you need to do is click on the LinkedIn research tool once you download it from the description. Go to use and you see it says API. Okay. Now here is the API endpoint that we are gonna using inside of the HTTP request. So just copy and you say it says post. Copy this link, go back to your HTTP module and paste it right here. All right. Then you just have to click on generate an API key and you'll have your API key. And for the JSON that you saw me paste, it's right here. Okay. Now it's for 30 days. You can change it from 30 days if you want 30 days, 50 days, 100 days. It's up to you. Okay. You can pick and choose. Okay, I've also put zero. Okay. For all the talk that I did, it's still zero. So I'm just gonna click save and then we are going to parse the data. Okay, because there are so many data right here that because there is so much data right here that it won't it you will be unable to read the whole thing. So what you need to do is just go and parse the JSON. Just go here, click data, and just save it. Then once we've done that, we are going to use Grok, and this is where we are going to do the research. Okay. Now let me just check. Then we set the variable. Yep, we split that, and then we put it into an array. Then we made it into a report. Fine. So let me just copy this system prompt. Go back here. Go to Grok. Data chart completion. Model will be DeepSeek because we are going to do research. But if you, I say this again and again, but if you have OpenAI or if you have Anthropic or even if you have Perplexity, use them because they are the best. So system prompt, paste that in. Now what this prompt says, you're a researcher in a business development team. Your job is to find as much research as you can about the company. You must ensure that your research is about the correct company and it's highly accurate. Your research must always include what the prospect's company does. Then we're going to go user, and since we don't have the data, what I'll do is just copy this whole thing. It's not 12, so we have to remove this. Okay, and I'll hit save. Now the maximum number of tokens, I'm keeping it to 1,000 because this can be very extensive research. Okay, so it can just consume a lot of tokens at once and you might just end up finishing your grok tokens. Let's test it once to see how this looks like. Okay, there was an error. Authorization header must be in format API key. Okay, did I not put the API key? Wait, did I just miss something? Okay, so that was the API key. Sorry. So I did not put the full API key. Yeah, you can just generate your API key as I mentioned. I did not do that. There we go. The research, sorry, not the research. It's scraping the URL and I should have unlinked that. I messed up. No worries. So you see now we have all the profile data. It's a collection. You see about, city, company, company description, company domain, emails, range, all these things. First name, full name, LinkedIn URL, blah blah blah. All the things that we need. I don't think this research must have been accurate, but let's see what research did DeepSeek do for us. Visit company website. Start visiting the company website. No, that's a very bad research. So what we need to put is it's the LinkedIn URL. It's the company and the company website. Okay, sorry, not the LinkedIn URL, but the company inside about. Yep, the company. Where is the? Wait, let's put the URL. The company website is right here, and the company description. Not the company description, but the company. Yeah. So find as much information as you can about the Gates Foundation. This is their website URL, and we return 1,000 tokens. Now, once it has done all the information, since I'm using DeepSeek, we know because we've used DeepSeek so many times, we have to split the whole thing. So we'll go to split, add the split function, input the result, add angle brackets, write think, and enter. Sorry, and close the bracket. Then we hit save. After that, we are adding an aggregator. Now, what is an aggregator? You've seen my previous video. An aggregator is technically it takes a list and makes it into one output. So instead of me having to run this 10 times, because see, if I have so many information, okay, not there, sorry, all this information, if I try to take all this information and run it one by one, it will consume almost like, assuming 50 to 100 operations inside of make.com, and I don't want that. So I'm going to use an array, and I'm going to select this module. So it says grok 6. I'll go grok 6, and then mm, let's just add all. Okay, now after this we wanted to create a very nice report for us, and we can again use DeepSeek. I don't know, I'd use DeepSeek for this. I use instant. So, let's just copy this, copy the system prompt. So if I just write instant system prompt, pasting the system prompt. You are a helpful and intelligent report writer. You will be given an array of information. Now an array is technically a list array of information, and you will use that to write a report about the lead. You will combine all the information from the array into this report. The report should be in HTML. Ops will be 1,000 ops, but that's not over because I've given some examples as well. Okay, the assistant and the user. Yeah. So example assistant, paste all of that in user prompt. We'll paste in this array. Hit save. Final thing is an email. So we go and send an email. Go to add the email address. So I'll just write mine. The subject line will be, let's just find name, first name, report, and the output will be this. Okay, so that was a pretty quick build for me because I'm just copy pasting. It might be even easier if you just, you know, downloaded the template and just blueprint and just use it. Now let's test it once more. I'll click OK. So it's searching the LinkedIn profile, now doing the research, and it has sent me an email. Now let's check email, bills report, introduction, and I have a very nice formatted report on Bill Gates. Just amazing. Now, but it's not over yet because we need to connect that to this one if you didn't forget. So now what we're gonna do is I actually forgot we need to change this to on demand because that is a condition for agents to work and you need to activate the scenario. Once activated, just give a name, lead research. Let's do YT for now, and I need to change the prompt right here, lead research YT, and I'll save. So if I go back here, let me just reload this, save, reload this. We only have a couple of things left to do. We need to connect that to the first scenario and we need to add some filters. Now if I go here, let's see lead. We have lead research, but we don't have the lead research YT. Okay. You know what? Let's just cancel this and let's again go here. If we don't find this, we'll just save this and reload the scenario and we'll check if we have that. Okay, we have lead research YT right here. You see the scenario is active. Now the input here will be the response from the AI agent and we'll hit save. Now this portion of the system is ready. Now all I need to do is add some filters right here. But in order to add those, let's just add this. If the text exists, let's try that. Otherwise, we just have to find the audio and then do it. Let's try this. Whole automation. Find me more information about Bill Gates. And before I submit that, I just want to check one more thing. Did I put the thread advanced settings? Yeah, I missed it. I think I'm supposed to put the timestamp right here or the thread timestamp. Timestamp. Okay. So now it will just reply me in threads. So I have this. Let's just send it. And if I go back, wait. Oh, I sent it to the wrong one. My fault. Example need research. Give me more information about Bill Gates. Wait, just stop this, come back here, send this. Now let's try to catch that. There we have it. Let's see, will it go here? Okay, there was an error. Why? Okay, was the account wrong? Yep, the account was wrong. Let me just quickly set this up. Well, it's taking its sweet time. Let me just again make sure that I'm in the proper account. It won't run again. It will. Let's see. Yeah, that worked. And it went here. It's calling the sub scenario. And it has already sent us a message. So, where is the message? Because I don't see. Okay, wait, let me just reload this. Oh, it just sent it in the wrong one. See, the lead gen is glowing, so it sent it right here. Hi, I'm Jennifer. Need more information? Provide the LinkedIn URL. Okay. So the account for that one was also wrong. So it sent it right here, but let me just change this account. Need research assistant. Continue. So technically, my the automation works, but all the accounts are just wrong. Okay, so we what we've seen is once I sent the voice message, it automatically went and just replied back. Now let's give it the URL. So now you must be thinking, well, how will I get all the URLs and everything? You can just scrape that from Apollo or LinkedIn Sales Navigator or something like that. You see, I have a automation, Google Sheet named Research, and I only have Bill Gates, his LinkedIn profile. So I'll just copy that, go back to Slack. Now let me just paste it in here for the time being. Let's see if that works. I don't think if I paste it right here it will work. I have doubt. But let's see if it works or not. I'm going to paste it there as well as I'm going to paste it here. Now let's see if this one works or not. The lead research. Now you must be thinking, how will we know if this works or not? Because this is active. All you need to do is just go back and you see. So let me just reload this. Either you will just receive an email, which in case you know that yeah, it worked. Okay, sorry. Wait, did I? Yeah, I put that and it is working. Yep, so it worked perfectly. As you see, I have a new report for Bill Gates and it worked perfect. So, guys, that was it. That was how you can make your own lead research agent, and you can use all this information to make your own cold, personalized cold DMs, personalized cold emails, and everything. This is an amazing agent. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to hit that like button if you think this video was fantastic, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.